That's it.
And we are live.
Alright, you guys are live.
You're
I wasn't
alive.
following
Camera
anyone.
died.
What's up, everybody?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Immortalized my first words on the channel. Woot woot.
Woot, woot.
That's getting clipped now.
Yeah.
Woot, woot.
And Bully going, I don't know where I'm at right now.
Where am?
Nice. What's up, everybody? Hope everything looks good. Everything's brand spanking new. You can smell the new car smell in here. Man.
Beautiful and delicious.
Yeah. I'm
Bully
gonna
is
just
quiet.
I'm gonna
I'm
mute
quiet.
I'm gonna mute Discord just so I can hear levels on the stream.
Bully is quiet. He's...
I'm quiet. Who says I'm quiet?
I've
He's
never
not
heard anybody
normally
say that
quiet.
about you.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not. It doesn't happen normally.
Ain't that the truth?
I think he was away from the mic at the time.
I'm a little confused. All right, I'm hitting my head on my camera now,
Confused.
so
Corgi might be down a little low because I had her turned down.
I think everything sounds good. Fizz says my head is skinny.
Your head is
Your head does look really skinny.
It does.
It's
Alright,
just
I'm
because I shaved off all that hair.
oh the
That's what it
yeah.
was.
Is that better?
That's
Is that better?
That's what it was. The fro makes my head look bigger.
You
that
need to
better?
grow out the beard. That way you.
There we go.
you know,
There we go.
puffs
Is that
you
better?
out. Oh, boom.
The fro-
Much better.
green.
That fixes it. We're good
All
now.
better.
Yeah, I'll adjust it later. Yeah, I noticed a change.
I gotta get in position there for the fro.
There, looking good.
Nice. Hope volumes sounds good out there and everything. Let me know if it doesn't. I cannot see chat, so I will minimize that so I can go back to the notes that I have and trust my faithful moderators doing their thing.
Hey. Ed's
Hey.
faster than I am.
Woo,
And he
woo.
realizes all his moderators are playing the game, and
That's
nobody's
it.
paying
Hey.
attention to the chat.
Well, you know what? I mean, honestly, this kind of works out because since I'm not streaming, I have the chat up right in front of me, so
Ah, there you go.
it's gonna be a race to see who wants to be famous between me and Corgi.
Oh, you're gonna win. You win every time. There is no doubts in that. You want to be famous so much more.
I'm gonna start looking at a little extension that puts green boxes around for people to talk into. Just I'm looking into that.
Oh,
But
cool. That'd be cool.
you can only do so much in a short period of time. I did add a little corgi at the bottom right of Neil's screen, just because.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Isn't it adorable?
I couldn't
Ooh, I'm gonna
get
send you something.
I couldn't use King because the image is actually from a book series.
That's fine. I will
It's
live with
fine.
that adorable little corgi. It's fine.
And hopefully we get some sound alerts going on. Got plans for that too, and some audio clips. Building in a huge library locked up in Candlekeep somewhere.
I'm
All the stuff is
afraid
coming.
of the
All the
ones
stuff is
that
coming.
I'm afraid of all the ones that Ed is gonna pull for me.
Right.
He's really good at getting like the most embarrassing things.
Oh, he
And I
really
don't-
is.
Moi?
I don't realize at the time what I'm saying sounds
That's
like what I say I'm saying.
That's the beauty of clips, right? Is no one realizes what they're saying at the moment. Like I don't even catch it in game. A lot of the time it's when I go back to edit the stream, or if
Yeah.
I'm like on Saturday night I do the audio, so I kind of sit down and go through it, right? Although Saturday night is easy, right? Saturday night is easy. I usually write it down in my notes, like, you know, because I was joking the other night, sound clip 4 hours 12 seconds, right? You know, it's
Yeah.
like, because it's
Yeah,
too
you-
easy on Saturday night.
I've learned to fear when I see the pencil in his hand and he's jotting something down.
Nice. Are we doing Sunless Citadel? Well, yes, we are. My version of it, anyways. We'll get into that here
Homebrew
shortly.
Cafe version.
Right. So we're gonna disembark from our normal storyline flow, because on a bittersweet announcement, if no one wants to announce it, if he's okay with that, then talk to him pre.
Doesn't matter.
But
Yeah, I
unfortunately,
haven't done much.
so unfortunately, we only got 2 more weeks with Nil because he's got an awesome job. And
In school.
in school. And unfortunately, he's going to have to cause some conflicts with our scheduling. So unfortunately, we got 2 more weeks with him, and I'm going to make an awesome closure storyline for Nilmerg as well as our Furlong on Strahd. So bittersweet for sure, but excited for you, man. Definitely excited for you. Happy for you.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to.
We haven't done it yet, Fizz.
Yeah, we haven't done it yet. We're gonna run that now. With that, I guess we're 15 minutes past the hour. I think we got good to go. I think we're looking good, sounding good out there.
Yep.
We can get into our recap.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even have that open. I'm slashing.
Well, then I'll
Slacker.
take this time to welcome everyone to the I guess it's not really the inaugural stream because we did Friday, right? So, but welcome to the first big stream with the new overlay for Imag's Tale, and no more exclamation multi. Goodbye to the purple screen of death.
Woot!
And woot woot.
Multi is done for.
We don't have any channel points yet for you guys to buy buffs, but as soon as we get affiliate, we're only like what are we, 12 followers away. As soon as we get affiliate, we'll get those channel points going. We'll get all sorts of crazy sound alerts and all sorts of stuff that you buy and harass us with.
So
But,
follow.
So follow.
Hit that follow button, y'all.
Yep.
Follow.
All right.
Okay.
And now is Discord unmuted? I have to check.
Oh no.
Good question, because I hope
That'd
Let's
be
check.
sad.
It sounded good before.
we're good.
That would be.
We're good.
That's true.
All
We're
right.
good.
Sophia thanks Neil for waking her the night prior, but it only starts an argument about Sophia wearing the symbol of Talos that ends in the pin being thrown on the floor. They begin to discuss what they should do before they leave town when Darren knocks on the door. Harbin has requested their presence at the town center. When they get there, they find a large group of people already there. They explain what happened the night prior and learn that maybe Valine stayed at the Wayside Inn. Neela and Darren talk about the symbol on the ghouls' heads. He recognizes it. It is the symbol of Merkul, Lord of Death for Bones. He was once a mortal necromancer, but ascended to godhood. He also points out the debris on their clothes are from the Mirror of Dead Man. This Imag already knew, but decided not to tell anybody. Imag also tells them that the vampire Skeel had taken his flask and began to run off with it. They come to a consensus to go to Neverwinter, but to stop by Skeel's hut and the Wayside Inn on the way. They step into Skeel's shack and find it empty with no sources of evil now. Kindroth discovers a door camouflaged in the corner. They move a few planks aside and see stairs going down into a dark basement. They find an empty casket, but there's nothing else. Imag decides to burn the casket, and they leave it smoldering behind them as they head towards the inn. As they approach the inn, they see a group of undead bashing at the doors. Neil instantly jumps into action and calls lightning down on them. Kindroth sets 4 of the undead on fire as Neela hits 2 with a magic missile. Sophia misses her first attack on a wraith, but on the backswing it hits soundly. It glares back at her angrily. She pummels it twice more with 2 heavy hits, but it continues to stare her down. Imag confronts a second wraith in front of him with similar results. One wraith raises a specter from a felled zombie. Kindroth casts Cone of Fire at the 3 wraiths that are attacking Sophia and Imag. 2 of them evaporate. One wraith moves to surround Imag and begins to smother him. Neela hits it with magic missile as Imag jumps away and slashes at it with Winter's Dark Bane repeatedly until it evaporates. Neil finishes the final wraith with a bolt of lightning. With the wraiths now gone, the final 2 zombies are quickly finished off. Upon examining them, they find that they are more undead of Merkul from the mirror. Not hearing any more fighting, a half-elf woman greets them. She offers them free food and drink and invites them inside. And there we finished our last session.
Dun dun dun. As I get my music playing. Get back to the Wayside Inn. Alright. So yeah, after you guys tense battle with the undead, the patrons are kind of settling back into the normal routine as you come into the doors, following what was it, a half elf?
Yes.
Okay. So as you look around, there's several patrons sitting around. The half elf goes back and sits in the corner, right in here. There is a large human male behind the barkeep, who's getting your drinks ready as he speaks and motions come. Ale in the house. There's two human, kind of slender individuals sitting at this table, kind of watching you. This is the young halfling sitting at the one table, female halfling, as well as a human what looks to be a bard. You can kind of get from the musical instruments kind of sitting there, and they're all raising glasses at you. And he says, "Don't worry, your tab's on me." As you enter into the room.
Sophia knocks Imag on the shoulders, like, "Oh, let's go!" You know,
Yeah, let's do it.
time to get drunk.
All right.
If only I had my flask.
Dun, dun, dun. Where's the flask?
Dun, dun, dun. I guess I'll grab a seat.
I'll head to the bar to pick up the round for everybody.
I'll sit down and my little sweet baboo's probably gonna. I mean, it looks like there's straw on the floor. He's gonna find himself a little corner, lay down.
Okay.
Do a couple laps there before he lays down.
Okay. The half-elf woman, raises her eyebrows and says, "I'm assuming you guys, being wary from travel, can obviously have the guest rooms up above. So they're kind of empty right now, kind of newly opened. But you have your pick between either 3 shared bunks, 2 rooms with 3 shared bunks, or a single bunk, or 2 rooms. One's already filled."
How much of the
Sophia
rooms?
wants that queen.
They're free. They're free for the night because you helped us out.
Well, I'm not sleeping with any of them, so they smell.
Are you up at the bar?
I'm up at the bar.
I'm at the bar.
Oh, she's talking.
Yeah, no,
to you.
but Sophia's who you talking to, Sophia?
Oh, I thought that was to the group.
Yeah, it was to the group. General to the group.
Oh, she hollered that across the bar. She hollered that across the room.
Yep, she's sitting in the corner.
Okay,
right here.
Gotcha.
As this big brute of a gentleman who's getting your drinks all ready. I guess she looks at Sophia making that statement. She's, "Well, guest A, room guest A or guest B, room is open for you."
Well, is it possible for us to just get all the rooms?
Sure.
All right.
Looks
then,
at the large group you have, but yeah.
I mean,
sure.
However many
For the
rooms
night.
we need.
Just for the night, of course.
Yeah. All right. Here's 10 gold for the night. I know you don't. You said we didn't need it, but I figured
Much
since you're letting
obliged.
us take all the rooms, then. And you're
Much obliged. Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. We'll throw in the special here from our young cook.
Awesome. Thanks.
special.
She gets up and heads to the back. You hear her talking to somebody. Choreograph, throw on 5 of your special pork pies. Or I forgot it's a female. We're throwing your pork pies.
So
As she peeks her head around the corner, does the mutt need a pork pie?
Sure, but he's a corgi.
King gonna
I'm
growl.
Pretty
That's
sure
called
they're gonna
mutt.
get some looks once they refer to King as the mutt.
That's a
Yes,
pretty,
but I'm like, are you talking about my corgi? I
That's a
see no
pretty
much
eyebrow,
from here.
that's a pretty big corgi.
Isn't it? It's amazing. You can pet his tummy if you want.
Well, maybe later. Throw on another one for the dog. Goes back sit down. I can't be mean. Even in RP, I can't be mean to a dog.
I carry the drinks back to the table and sit down next to Kindroth
Okay.
and pass them out.
Neil scooches in closer to Neela.
Well, someone has to.
The bar starts, as you guys are getting settled in, he starts playing on a harmonica. Join the
Is
night.
it good?
It's
Yeah,
a
is it
fairly
good?
good. It's a fairly good song, yeah.
On
Okay.
a harmonica? Do you know Freebird?
Bird.
Free bird on a harmonica.
As he pulls the harmonica down, Freebird. I'm not sure. I know where the crow flies. If you want me to play that.
Across buns, you say?
Hot cross buns.
Not familiar with them.
Very robotic.
Yeah, you're very robotic, Avalar. Did the stream drop or is that
The stream dipped. It's buffering for me. Yeah.
okay?
Waiting to catch up.
Okay, I think it
Come
did.
on, hang in
Yeah.
there.
It just dropped. It just dropped.
Hang in there.
Okay, it's
Ah.
back.
Bandwidth problems. Kids are getting on the computers.
Kick 'em off.
I'm gonna go outside and find something to do.
Play outside.
Go play outside. C&D time.
And they were too.
Uh,
That's the funny thing. This is like 85 degrees here today. Well, actually, take that back. It's actually 87.
Yeah, I think it hit 82 here.
I don't know.
They're out playing.
Beats
in
the heck out of
springtime.
-10. So I'm
Right.
happy.
It's warmer
Yeah, it's
there
not
than it
snowing
is
this week.
here.
We're doing fine.
Very true.
Corgi's been having 85 all year, so
No,
So
but I've been having it for like a month or so.
the half elf is in the
Only a
corner
month?
here, right?
Yep, that's the half elf in the corner there. Yep.
Okay. I guess I'll approach her, and I'll say, perhaps you can help us. We're looking for some information about someone who may have been staying here, a young half elf woman, a redhead.
And she so
Right.
she's pumped.
Lena
So
was a
she's-
redhead, right? Yeah.
So she's pouring over records and things of that nature, and she looks up as you're walking up, and Valena. That name doesn't sound too familiar for me.
Well, she was working for the coaster in Phandalin, but she said she came from what was that? Leonin? No.
Leon, yep. Leon.
Leon. Said she came from Leon, and this was the only place that we thought she might have stayed between there and Phandalin.
And she didn't pass through here. Behind you, the young halfling perks up and goes, "Leon, yeah, I'm making my way there myself from Neverwinter, hoping to get hired as a fisher by Valley Estebar. She's the woman in charge of the fishery in the town. You're going to Leon.
No, we were headed to Neverwinter, but this was a place where we could find lodging for the night. Apparently, we came on an off night. We were just looking for information about a girl who was in Vandalin.
Hmm. Yeah, she hasn't stopped by here. Well, maybe definitely check with townsfolk of Leon. Maybe she's just been from there. Name doesn't ring a bell.
Very
She
good,
goes
thank
back-
you.
Go back to our records. And by that time, the pork pies are coming out. One for everyone and one for King.
And I'm gonna relay to the group what I just found out that
She wasn't here.
they're not. No, doesn't ring a bell. But the young halfling over there says he's making his way to Leon to be a fisher.
So as this
Good for
kind of slender, almost tough-built human comes up, male human comes out and hands out the pies. I hope you can stomach these. These are very spicy, but they are very my specialty. Passed around. But you notice on her neck, beneath each ear, are tattoos of curved daggers.
Are the
Those-
humans serving the food?
Yep.
Oh,
Those
I
are some
thought
cool
it was a
tattoos.
dude.
Say what? I'm sorry. It is a dude.
Oh, you said her.
Her.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I was still in the innkeeper's mentality. No, this is a guy.
It's Norm, Norna's brother.
Norna?
Norna, brother.
Norm.
I hope you like it. It's very spicy.
It's even close. They must be related.
Who's Norna? Enjoy. Walks back. Back to the kitchen. The Norna will never be left down.
Nope.
A true legend.
All right. Well, I've got to start nomming.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna.
hungry, girl.
So yeah, it's very delicious, but very, very spicy.
I
Very
was
spicy.
cleaning out my allergies, my sinuses. Getting
yeah.
the
Do we-
smell of
do we throw
death out
con
of my
saves?
nose.
Well, Neil's just
No.
looking down at it and he just grabs a good berry and eats a good berry.
Good berry.
Fine. Yeah, it's all right.
Imag eats it. He's eating it up.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Enjoying it. Kane's kind of like too hot for him. Nibbles at it, licks at it a little bit.
I'll
I
pick
take
at
the
it.
I take the crust off of the top of mine, and like kind of scrape the gravy off, and then I give that. And I'll do the same with his. I'll kind of like scrape the gravy off, give him the crust.
All right. All right.
Sophia's digging it, and in her mind, she's thinking, "No, it's much better than what Imag can make over a fire." So she's happy.
Huh.
Dun, dun.
So, are Imag and Sophia gonna get drunk again tonight?
Absolutely. That shouldn't be a
Then-
question.
I
And
wish I could
then-
fill up my flask.
So the entire night, Neela is going to be making like off comments about how, wow, Imag, you're just so masculine and strong, but I think Sophia's stronger than you.
I look over at her, and you're not wrong.
I mean, you could be, but you're probably not.
Probably. That's a for sure thing that I am.
I mean,
Do we need
We
to settle
keep-
this?
we could. There's nothing saying we can't.
Oh,
Wanna arm
snap.
wrestle?
And she's just gonna go arm wrestling, arm wrestling,
wrestle.
arm
Do it.
wrestling.
Arm wrestle?
Arm
Okay,
wrestling.
sure.
Slaps her arm on the table.
I'll go in for it. Let's do it.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
Straight strength.
Strength for strength.
All right.
As you got-
Neela's gonna jump up on the table. She's
Oh,
gonna
boy.
put her hand on top of both of their hands.
Oh,
You're gonna let
right in the
go.
middle.
No way.
The skinny guys at the table next to you are now looking over top of you as this confrontation's happening, pulling the other people together. Now they're making bets. And man, just he's pushing on. Man, you guys, dead even.
Dead even. 30
Dead
20,
even.
30 20.
I think best 2 out of 3 would work actually quite well for
Yeah,
that.
Neela is gonna be like, again, again.
Sorry guys for the stream drop. About this time, my bandwidth kind of drops. I think it's the family taking it up with Netflix and stuff. But yeah, people are getting paid out from the first game, first go around.
Yes.
You ready?
Okay.
Hold up
yeah,
her
sure.
arm, ready for another round. A little weekend.
Are you
No
kidding?
way. Come on, just
Wow.
roll again. We can't have this. We can't have this. Do it again.
Oh
crazy.
man,
That's crazy.
bets are being passed back and
can't-
forth. That's
It's going.
We need to put a window in the overlay for at least the bottom section of Roll20 chat, so you can see that they're rolling dead
Yes.
on 2020
Dead
10 10.
You're right.
Yes.
What are the odds of that? That's
Did it
some
freeze
low
again?
odds.
The stream's working for me. Did it freeze, Dom?
It might freeze
How-
on you. Try refreshing.
Yeah, try refreshing.
My
How-
bitrate
Okay, so
my bitrate went back to normal, so hopefully catches. Yeah, it's probably hitting the group the viewers now.
can't believe I rolled an 8.
Okay now? All right. I'm back on a stable bit rates. We should be going. Should be good actually.
I can't believe this. This is the odds
The
of
only-
this are crazy.
The only thing I have to say, Bully, is you're rolling one higher on the die than Fortis's. So
So
Yes.
okay. So I mean I've seen an arm wrestle in D&D before, and generally it's like 2 consecutive. So you'd like roll one. We roll off first, and you start in the middle, and then you move 1 over, and then 1 over is completion, right? So we would have tied the first roll and stayed in the middle. The second roll would have tied, stayed in the middle again. You'd roll again to see who'd win, and
I'm down
that
with
would go left or right.
We
One
could. We could.
spot.
You can homebrew like a home wrestling thing. I worked off the modifier versus regular strength checks, but
Right, yeah, but
you're buffering heavy again.
I mean, yeah, we could go with how you're saying, but I mean, we're rolling the same number and I'm losing. You know what I'm saying?
So here we are.
So it's kind of bullshit. So I mean, I'm not just saying it's okay. It's fine. We could go with what you're saying, but at the same time,
That's
He's
it.
like,
I'll tell you what.
It goes
So,
in my favor, so I'm happy.
And it makes
yeah, it's
and
fine.
Ed has a good
Totally cool.
point. Ed has a good point. I'll make sure next week I'll put the rolls so you guys can see it in the chat window. But I'll tell you what, you guys neck and neck, man. You guys are struggling against each other's fists, man. You want to roll again?
Let's roll again. I like
Here
the
we
way
go.
Bully was describing.
More
so-
money's getting passed around. Now you got people cheering you on.
Ooh,
Oh.
Yeah, no.
that's a smash
And-
into the table.
Automatic strength just
Take
gives
that roll.
away as Sophia just crashes his wrist down to the table.
I held there for a minute. Couldn't take it anymore.
People are passing bets now.
Fair
Give him
one.
money.
Told
back.
you.
All
I told you guys. I told you Sophia was stronger than I am.
It is what it is.
Brad, I'll buy you another round. You get the bar comes up, picks up
Yes.
five different pints of ales, come back and sits on the table. I'll buy you another round for that entertainment.
Let's work on the stupid strength. Let's get these guys drunk. See who wins then.
Oh boy. Roll a disadvantage.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You got 2 pints in now.
All right. Take 2 pints in.
and then as this is going on, Neela is gonna go up on the stage. And she's gonna pull out her dulcimer. We all know how good she is at this.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So you guys do that, and I'm gonna be playing my dulcimer.
She starts playing her instrument. Roll performance check.
Uh, it's not great.
Oh no.
Oh, oh goodness. These guys are with the spicy pork pies are just it's nauseating. Looking for the bucket. Neela thinks she's playing, you know, to a stadium worth of people here, man. She's going at it.
I have
sounding the
discovered a
best.
new key. I have discovered a new key.
There's now 13 keys in the music notations now.
F flat.
F flat.
F flat.
Poor King's got his paws over his ears.
Is the other bard just gonna take this?
He's
upstaging?
trying to match the note and the key with the harmonica, and it's just not happening. So he's trying to, you know what? Let me do this. Let me see. Let's bring him up. I give him a 13. So he's trying to cover up what Neil's doing, and it's kind of like a barrage of mess out there between a string instrument and a harmonica going.
You always know it's good when she pulls out the dulcimer.
Kind of like a scratching record that's played backwards at 3 times the speed.
Oh boy.
I look across at Kendrop and just going, what's going on tonight?
Karaoke night at the tavern.
I have no idea, and I'm just going
Drinking and
to.
arm wrestling.
These two guys going. I need to head to
I
bed.
don't know what Neil is doing.
I think we're
Hey,
done for tonight. Go outside.
I'll finish for the night, and I'll make sure everybody is good and drunk. Just make sure, and then King and I are kind of like wander off a little bit. I'm sorry, Neil, I have to move you up the King under you. We're just gonna wander off and go outside.
Uh-oh.
Nice. They're going outside. These two guys are kind of chit-chatting a little bit. Like, yeah, with some wonderful music there. Little halfling.
Thank you. I got inspiration from my father.
Very, very proud man, I'm sure.
I'm sure he is somewhere. Very proud.
And all you hear now is the harmonica playing. Ah, my ears.
I've created chaos so I could escape and relax for a little while, okay?
The cook from the kitchen comes out. What in the god awful name was that music?
Don't worry, I believe it's over.
I sure hope so. And the bar on the side was. It wasn't me. Wasn't me. I sure hope so. Got all this work around here. Go listen to it. Here, have another round.
Don't mind if I do.
More to come. I'll pay for all night. Thanks for helping us out.
You got it, dude.
Innkeeper gets up and heads to the back. How much pork do we have left? I'm talking in the back. Dealing with business. So we can, if you guys are done, we can kind of rest for the night, get your long rest in. If you guys want to talk about where you're going to head in the morning.
I mean, I don't know if they can't help us with Valina. I don't see any reason why we can't push on to Neverwinter.
I agree.
Yep. First light sounds good to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and let you guys head to your rooms. I'm sure Neela is going to do the same.
Stumble to
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and fast track just a little bit, just to speed up a little bit, for story reasons. You you guys get up the next morning. It is, it's early spring, but the weather's sunny and shine. And patrons are busy with their morning rush, laying out. We'll go with bacon and eggs today.
Ooh.
Bacon and eggs for breakfast.
Awesome.
You see the familiar faces from the night before, and as they're getting up for, and Morticia's, the innkeeper, is, have at it. You guys can have a free meal for the morning. All in the house.
Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Quite welcoming. Gorog makes the work best eggs and bacon in this side of the Sword Coast. That's that. Guys, finish up your meals. Even King. And we'll go ahead and get you guys on your horses, and you basically head to Neverwinter. Wrong map.
Since King didn't get like a big dinner last night because he only.
All right, so I think at this point, instead of kind of playing it out a little bit, let's kind of tell me what you want, kind of thing, and I'll kind of hand it out to you really quickly to get on from some of the story a little bit. So I know you guys too, Sophia and Imag, want to pick up their gear. By the time you get back there, you probably got another week, if I remember correctly from the math. I think you get another week worth of wait. So this whole period, let's say, takes about a week. Whole period right here. But we can fast forward a little bit. So you two can go ahead and add those pieces of gear to your inventory. I believe it was armor from the Green Dragon, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Excited.
I believe it had a little bonus of poison resistance. I gave it with the.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Where's the acid?
No, it's poison. Black is acid. Green is poison.
Green dragon should be poison.
Fair.
Yep. Because black is acid.
All right.
Pretty cool.
So I need. What do I need? Okay. I'll just mark it down. You can do that later.
Yeah, I had notes on. I think it was a breastplate. Was it? Dude, it was almost like 4 months ago, I think.
Yeah, it was a scale mail chest plate.
Email?
And what was that? 1,500 gold, right? Each.
Right. Yeah, you paid. Yeah, 1,500 left. Right, what was it? Was scale mail and plate for Sophia. 5,000 total. You paid for times 2, 10. You paid 7,500 up front. I think it was around there.
Yep.
8,500.
Okay. Paid.
Paid. Dun, dun, dun.
1,500.
Correct.
Cool. I'm
Correct.
glad I had enough.
All right, and that takes care of you guys and gals.
Well, it takes care of that.
Well, that.
How do I
okay.
make it in
Fair.
armor?
Yeah, it's probably custom made. But
Okay. What is the stats on that, anyhow?
I don't have it in front of me.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Okay, what else you got, mine? I make.
Okay, so I have a book on leatherworking. I need to return.
Yes, so you're going to House of Knowledge, which Kendrov has to go as well.
Yep. I have to go
Alright,
as well. Yep.
I can do that when we do his. Okay.
Okay.
I have the Dragon Guard breastplate. What I would like to do is see if there is an enchanter in town who could take the enchantment from that and put it on my new shiny scale mail. Or if not, then I'll just hold on to it for now.
So you look for an enchanter and you do find one, and fortunately he gives you the bad news that he cannot swap enchantments from one piece to another.
All right.
Kind of vetted to that, but he could enchant it with that, with the right materials and things of that nature. He has to give him some time. Let's say you start this conversation within a week, probably about 3 or 4 days will have enough. And just a quick price on top of my head, let's say about 1,000 gold. I don't remember what level spell that was.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll put that in my notes. But thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, that works.
What did you want? You wanted the resistance off of the.
Okay. So it's got a it's got resistance of like any.
It's a resistance to
dragon
breath
breath
weapons.
weapons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Resistance to breath weapons. Okay. That's fine. I need to buy warm gear. Like fur lined gear. And
You need to buy what again?
like warm clothes.
Warm clothes.
Yes. You can throw me any estimate of money. I will say okay.
5,000 gold for a pair of long johns.
I was going to do something smart like that. Yeah, you said okay,
He said any
so...
price.
Yeah.
I mean,
on,
I
any
could do it.
price.
I prefer. Actually, you know,
That sounds like Barovia prices.
Let's give you let's say one gold for a kind of a wolf skin overcoat robe style thing, right?
all right, that's fine. I'll take that. And wanted to see if there was anybody who could silver the edge of Winter's Dark Bite.
Right, when you collecting silver for that, or is it? I think it's something different. I think it's something different.
I was not, so I would have to purchase said silver as well. But
Yeah, so that's roughly silver. So that plus the. You go to the blacksmith and he's talking about the material. He's talking about the time you need to do it. You could probably have it done in a couple of hours. Just dip it in silver. Let's go. Let's go 1 gold for that.
I think what you're thinking is me because I have the powdered silver.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
and 1 gold for that.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I was making those flasks of holy water.
And I would have tried to get my flask enchanted, but I don't have a flask, so yeah, I'm done.
Damn vampires, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Can't trust a vampire anymore, can you?
yeah, can't trust a vampire.
Can't trust.
It's not like it's my god or anything.
Nothing like that.
So I'd like to sell my chainmail.
Okay.
Pretty much it's the same exchange, but
Chainmail. Use chainmail. Let's be. Well, he looks at it. It's got some troglodyte blood on it and everything else kind of gooey gunk in it. Give it a. I'll give you 50 gold for it.
that sounds good to me.
Okay. Ding ding ding.
Recoup a little bit of like the thousands spent on new armor.
For sure.
Oh, and I'd like to buy like 3 more javelins
Okay.
because I never picked them up from the last fight.
So they're 5 silver piece a pop.
It's gonna break the bank.
I'll buy 5 in that case then.
Okay. This says I'd like to buy a Val.
Which one? RSTLNE.
You guys, you two good? As I move on.
Yeah, I'm set.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
go
just
to-
following Imag around too.
All right. Kendorf, you mentioned something about sounds creating some wands, I think.
I have several wands of magic missile. I wanted to see if there was someone that may be willing to purchase one or two of them, or possibly trade for a different wand.
Go to the magic shop. He says, I have no use for magic wands or magic missile too much, but I'll take it in a trade.
Okay. I'll trade you this one then, since you're in no need for multiples. I'll trade you this one for, what do you have? Possibly a wand of secrets.
Secrets.
That's funny. It was all auto-tuned.
What
Yeah.
was it?
The internet must be dipping again for him.
Yeah, the stream's doing its thing again.
Jeez. When he's down walking. Stickers is fine. Can't draw.
Okay.
I can close the window down.
So I will trade him the wand that I found in the mine for the wand of secrets.
Okay. Cool.
And then that's pretty much it, except for needing to go over to the House of Knowledge for me.
Okay. Nil.
Let's see. Well, I need to go. Well, the House of Knowledge, I want to read up on some stuff. But I also need to speak with the Emerald Enclave and... Sophia, what's the name of the group that you're part of?
Lord's a lot.
Yes.
I need to talk to them as well.
Okay.
Maybe
Let's
try to
go ahead.
formulate, a meeting where I can get the heads of both groups together, or at least representatives from both groups together for a meeting.
Okay. You go over to
Maybe
Lord's
ask
Alliance.
Sophia- Yeah, maybe ask Sophia to, help me out with that one.
Okay, so you guys head over to the Lord's Alliance as Kendrov and Neela will go to the House of Knowledge. I'm assuming Neela's going to go to the House of Knowledge.
Yes.
You talk to the Emerald Enclave, the High Priestess there, and they try to get in touch with some of the higher uppers of the Lord's Alliance and agree to come together. They mention really quickly that the Lord's Alliance resources are very thin because they're sending people up to the north. Icewind Dale region, because seems to be a Druger dwarf who is trying to is trying to build a Chardonnay dragon. They're sending people up there to stop him. That's a lot for Neela to try to spell. So let's go ahead
Yeah.
and
Yes, please. Thank you.
that's the dragon. The type of
Okay.
dragon. More than a name type. And dwarf race is called a Druger race, which is from Forgotten Realms lore is the gray
Dark
dwarfs. Yep, dark dwarfs or gray dwarfs underneath Underdark. And it's odd that he's above, causing havoc on the surface.
And I asked them then if they'd be able to at least spare maybe just a few people, where maybe they don't have a whole representative group at the in Phantomland, but maybe a couple people that can be the representatives and maybe help train the townsfolk to help protect things.
we can definitely break off a few people in a regiment. Let's say, well, not a regiment, but a few, 5 or 6 of them. We can probably send down there on one of our best. But if you guys happen to get free, please see us at the Lord's Alliance here, and we'll get you a ship to go to one of the 10 towns in Icewind Dale, because we definitely could use your help, assistance up there, if you so choose.
And I asked the same thing, you know, with the Emerald Enclave to see what they can do to send people to help, you know, provide help, whether it's, you know, protection or, you know, maybe other things with, you know, nature related.
We can send a few things as well, but we probably can send at least one of our group there, because we are tied up around Thunder Tree, handling a bunch of the twig blights that's been ravaging the area.
Twig blades again.
Oh, we took care of a lot of those little guys.
Yes, we know, and seems to be some more showing up. We actually got a visit from, I want to tear this guy's name up, Randolph the Druid there? Readoff the Druid, who said he found the source of the problem.
What was the source?
Seems to be a tree is growing in a ravine of an old abandoned citadel. We don't know exactly where he's at the moment, or how to get a hold of him. So we're trying to beat back the twig blights at Thunder Tree, but we can send a few people down to Phandalin to hold them mind. I have a feeling these might be connected.
Hold the mine. Toto-san. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, earring key. So you guys are doing in that meeting. We'll go ahead and zero in on Kendroff and Neela heading to the House of Knowledge. As you make your way up to, I believe you want to go to the library section. I can't remember the gentleman's name. I didn't write his name down.
It's Harem Oldbuck, Halfling Scribe.
Yes, the one, as he looks at you, the one that stole his chalk and charcoal pencils.
Behind you, Ed.
The
He
crayons.
didn't ask for them back, so I didn't steal them.
You were right. You were writing in his books, Neela.
I was coloring
Scribes-
in the coloring books.
Scribes take that very personally when you write in their books.
I was coloring in coloring books.
And waste of paper. They've meant for words and knowledge. But what can I do for, as he looks at Kendall, what can I do you for, my good friend?
Harem, I have many questions. I have we've come across some things that I need to see if there's anything in the library that may tell us how to rekindle the Forge of Spells. We were able to recover the mine of Phandelver, and but the forge is almost burned out.
Many dogs in the House of Knowledge?
Many dogs.
That's, we'll say that's king.
They're like the wolves
Very
from
I was
exciting.
thinking it was King.
Avatar.
That's what at least I'm gonna say it was.
It's King. It's King.
You left him outside. He's barking like hell.
Let me in.
Let me in.
Does your beast need to go out?
No, he's probably
so.
he's probably seen the local neighbors and barking at him from a distance. Trying to be a tough guy, you know how that is.
Oh, I know all about it.
Did you? Well, you opened the mine. Did you find the mine? Was there anything special that you found there?
Well, there were several things. That leads me to this. We found this book in in a room of a wizard, and I'll pull out the book that I found,
Oh yeah, here's your book.
and I'll show it to. Oh yes, yes. And
Mhm.
Imag wishes to return the book that he borrowed from you. I
Oh.
assure you, it's in the same condition it was when it left.
He's looking at it, examining it. Gives you just squinty eyes. He puts it back down underneath the table, dust that he's at. Very well, thank you for returning my treasures.
So
As he
I'm going to pull the book out of my sack and show it to Harem. And as I do, I'm going to realize that the etching on the cover is a map.
Yep. And did I give you that handout?
You did.
Okay. So he takes that, looks at it, goes, and he takes a paper, and because I don't think I did this part, and or maybe you did, took charcoal on it, and he gave you the map for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he looks at it, yeah, definitely a map, and he's reading it, looking at it, he's like, this is the Sunless Citadel. This is the map to the Sunless Citadel. You said you found this in the mine, next to the forge.
It was in the mine. It was among the belongings of. Well, we know Mormisk's name at this point, right?
Yes. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So it was among the belongings of a wizard Mormisk who apparently died in the mine and became a wraith.
Mormus was a well-known mage. Indeed, indeed. So, legend has it that the Sunlit Citadel is home to the Gulfless tree. Very, very rare tree that only grows, if you will, probably once in a millennium. Very powerful. Powerful enough to almost harness the power of the gods, as some say. Within its bark, I would suggest that's probably what they were going to use to rekindle the fire with. It's a tree that could be easily corrupt for corrupt reasons, or it could be a blessing on their good reasons, depending on the caretaker.
I see.
But he scratches his jaw and said, this map is showing just very close to Thunder Tree. This could be the source of the corrupt magic there.
This could be the magic that's causing all the trouble in Thunder Tree?
It could very well. It's so close to Thunder Tree with oh man, what's his name again? Randolph coming back. Randolph coming back. Saying he found something that was causing the source. This just adds up. Being so close to Thunder Tree, this is potentially can corrupt enough to weave the magic around regions. If under the care of a one meant to do evil, which tells me it's the old citadel is probably occupied at this current moment in time.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Harem. Thank you very much.
Quite welcome. Be careful with the fruit of that. Legend has it that depending on the season, it has different effects. Some are deadly, some are good, depending on this. No one knows which. The bark itself, like I said, is enough to probably harness the power of the gods. It's been known to craft multiple magical items, including altars, tables, things of that nature. It'd be nice to put that back in good hands.
Yes. Do you have any idea? Is there any knowledge of how to use the bark to repair the forge? Or is that just an assumption that we could use the bark to repair the forge?
It's an assumption. Finding so close, it actually with the notes he's reading through there, they were already onto something, basically feeding the fire with it as you would a campfire.
Ah, so burning the bark in the forge could possibly rekindle the magic.
I say bark, I mean bark and wood.
Bark, yeah.
The wood from it. Yes, that's what the note said. Untested. It's all speculation. But I see he might have been onto something.
Interesting. Well, thank you very much, Harem, for your knowledge as always.
Indeed. Anything for my friend. Can I keep the book? Gonna wait, baby.
Let me bring it back to you. I haven't quite finished studying it yet, but as soon as I'm finished with it, I will definitely return it to your library.
Very much obliged. As you're putting
And I'll
book,
hand him some scrolls and stuff that I've recovered in our journeys and stuff. Oh, these are some papers that I recovered from the mine, some maps and some different things that were in a desk. There may be some knowledge in there that you can glean.
Thank you. As you're shifting through your bags, pulling things out, he catches the glimpse of the puzzle box. Where'd you find that? And he points to it.
We found that also in Mormeth's chamber in a chest.
Be very, very careful with things like that. If I was you, I would take this straight to Candlekeep. To Master Salveria Savick. Just these names.
Candlekeep, you say?
Indeed. Only that tiefling sage can decipher something like that. That comes from Uranus, from the first gate of hell, first level of hell.
Avernus, you say? We
Yeah,
also found a shield in the chest with the puzzle box.
And he kind of looks puzzled at this.
That spoke to one of our party. It asked to be returned to Avernus.
It spoke?
Yes. In his mind, it spoke to him. It told him to bring it home to Avernus.
Do not touch this shield. Keep it wrapped and bring it to her as soon as you possibly can. If it spoke to you, that means there is a soul or demon. What's the word? Not sentinel, I think it's called.
Sentient.
Sentient.
Sentient. Thank you. Trapped inside that thing. If it warped your friend's mind, obviously his intentions are not too good.
Noted. I will take great care with it. I believe that that concludes my dealings with the house at this time. Oh, may I ask, is the master about?
Oh, he's always locked up in his room, paranoid as he is now these days.
Okay. I shall go and see him. Imag, I'll be with you momentarily.
Kidoki.
So I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna make my way in to see.
Okay.
I forget his name now.
I didn't want to pull up Trillo at this moment.
Lore Master Atlavast.
Thank you. This is all great stuff in Trillo. I just didn't want to open the tab up. So.
Yeah. No, I have it open. So.
Cool.
So I'm gonna make my way down to Master Atlavast's chambers.
Excellent. Does Neela want to do anything while she's in the library?
I mean,
Don't you dare write in Harem's books anymore.
What? As Harem just kind of, his eyes went wide. My books! How dare you!
She's gonna like try to look around in some books for the information that you and I had discussed at a previous time. I don't know if she'll find anything without any help, but
you do find something along those lines.
okay.
That gives you the information you need.
Right, you can whisper it to me, or you can DM to me. Which part?
Well, we can basically say everything kind of we discussed today from the progress.
Right.
And yeah, from that aspect. Yeah. You notice there's a path for it.
Okay. That's what she needs to know then. Book coloring necessary.
and do not color on my pages, miss.
Sorry?
All right. Nilmerk's kind of wrapping up with the Elmer Enclave area with Sophia. You want to make your way to House of Knowledge?
Yeah, I think once we get done talking, that's what we were gonna do, is meet up with everybody else with the House of Knowledge.
Okay. So that we wrap there. So let's go ahead and we'll go back to Kendroff, going to the headmaster.
I suggest that we take a break. I have to go potty.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, that sounds
we can
good.
take 5 minutes.
Let's do a 5 minutes. I won't even throw up the break screen. I'll just go ahead and mute my mic, and you guys can chit chat with the.
Cool. Awesome.
Thanks for
Bye,
guys hanging
chat.
out so far, because I've been dropping streams, but I seem to be stable now. Thanks for hanging in there for me. And Dom's back.
Hey,
Welcome
Dom.
back, Dom.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Dom. Yeah, we're just taking a 5-minute break, but I'm gonna stay here and chat because I already got my cup of coffee. How's everything going with chat? What do you think of the new channel, the new overlays? Right, Avalar put a ton of time in. Yeah, so this is going to be the new home of D&D, Homebrew Cafe. Avalar, Bully, and myself have merged our channels. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. !links will get you our link tree, which will give you all the links to all the things. I haven't got it on a timer yet, but that's our link tree that gives you the Instagram, the all the stuff. It's all there. Everything that we have, and I'm going to keep it current. But I think it's awesome. I think it's great. You know, this is only the second time streaming to it, so there's a couple of hiccups we need to work out. But other than that, I think the overlay came together pretty good. We got alerts done. Well, sort of. We got text alerts done. Which are pretty good. You guys should be able to see them pretty well. Let's see. Let me run a. Where's my activity feed? If I do that, is that going to work? Yeah, there we go. So there's the link all the way up there at the top, or the alert all the way up at the top. So we're gonna play around with it a little more. We're gonna get some stuff. We got to add another window so that you guys can see what the dice rolling is going on. But yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know how everything sounds. It's all new. We have the D&D Beyond overlay, so if you guys want to see what the character stats are and stuff like that, you can just hover over it. And then I added dynamic follow, so you should, if you hover over the screen, there should be a green heart there that you can go to and follow all of the players right from there. You just click on them and follow them without even leaving the channel. We're once we hit affiliate, we're only, I think we're like we're not even 10 away. We're 8 followers away from hitting our 20. Is it 25 or 50? It's 50, right? 50. So never mind. I'm talking out my butt. But so we're at 17 followers. We need 50 to hit affiliate, and then we can get our channel points going, so we can have our buffs and all that other stuff, so that you guys can mess with us and affect the game every which way that you guys do. But yeah, big things happening. So our 3 streams are going to be happening from here. So it's going to be Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night. We're all going to be from here. We'll probably add a audio's good. Cool. It's we're probably going to add a mini painting night and probably a world building night at some point. I'm sure Bully's going to start streaming from here for mini painting. If not, he'll be streaming on his own channel, but hosting it here. And then eventually Avalar and I will be doing a podcast kind of deal, where we'll be podcasting live on the stream, and then we'll post it to a podcast server when we're done. But it should be a lot of fun. We're gonna talk everything D&D. But yeah, I'm glad you're liking it. Glad you're liking it so far.
Okay, most important question. What's for dinner?
I had chicken chili, white chicken chili.
I love white chicken chili.
I
That's
had a
what I
turkey
had. For dinner.
meatloaf with mashed potatoes.
That sounds good too. I'm just making a really quick tomato pasta sauce. It's just mushrooms, onions, and tomatoes, some spinach, and then I'm gonna mix in some ricotta. Oh yeah, and tomato paste, of course.
Cool.
And I'm gonna mix in some ricotta at the end and just put it over some noodles. That's dinner. So lazy tonight.
I'm sorry.
No, lazy is microwaving chicken patties. That's lazy.
No, lazy is picking up 2 cans of Red Bull and that's it.
There you go. Well, there's that.
I guess it's allowed with you, bully. I mean, you do practically live on Red Bull.
A little bit, yeah. This is
Spicy ramen, Dom says.
I
I haven't had like ramen in forever.
me
So,
either. I used to,
All the
That-
ramen
We just
places are
made proper
downtown.
ramen recently.
That reminds me, Dom. I saw a TikTok yesterday, right? That had me like dying, and it was the name of the
Oh, yeah.
TikTok was how to get your wife to pick where you're gonna eat, right? And the guy's standing there with his phone, and he calls his wife over, and he says, "Hey, I'm gonna take you out to eat. I'll give you 3 guesses where." And she gets this big smile on her face. She goes, "Is it ramen?" He goes, "Oh my god, you guessed it."
Perfect.
Don't tell my husband this.
I sent that to every guy.
Corgi, check your zipper.
I was like, every
Oh
guy
my
I know, you're
gosh, that
getting
was
this.
so good.
Doesn't
You're
it
getting
though?
this, you're getting this
Uh-huh.
advice.
It was bomb.
"Hey, I'm gonna take you out to eat. I'll give you 3 guesses where." "Oh my god, is it ramen?" "You guessed it."
You couldn't be more
That
right.
works.
Ramen is so good.
Yeah, the only ramen places here are downtown, and I hate going downtown because the parking it's awful.
Is every downtown the same where just parking sucks and no one wants to drive through it?
New
Actually, here
York.
it's not bad at all.
Yeah. Like, jeez, you guys don't even know. Have you ever gone to New York City for the day and paid
No.
$145 in parking?
Oh my!
Okay.
And then
all
and then
right then.
$8 for a pretzel, and they want $4 for a can of soda.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'll
Let's
pass
not
on that.
talk about bad.
I've never wanted to go to New York, and now I really don't want to go.
New York sucks.
Plus
Like,
all the money
hardcore
it costs
sucks.
to like go through all the tolls.
Oh,
Come
the
visit
tolls
me
are
in
bad.
Michigan.
Yeah, tolls are bad.
I was gonna say, just go
it's-
visit Fortis in Detroit.
Most of the
Grand
time,
Rapids.
when I go to the
Oh, yeah,
city,
okay.
I
Well,
I jump
keep
on a
seeing you wear
train.
different Detroit team things, so I just
Oh.
assumed you were in the Detroit area.
We're actually going to a game in a few weeks. I'm excited.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. It's a
I
it's
haven't
like
been
2-hour drive, so
to-
it's not bad.
I haven't been to a Tigers game since probably '97.
We went. I think our last one
That's
was like
a
4 years
long
ago.
time.
That is a long time because
That's
that's a
Well,
long
yeah.
time.
That's a long time. That's a different century there, Neil.
But yeah, I mean,
That's-
Corgi. When
that
I
was
go to
like
the
eighth,
city, I
ninth-
usually
that
just
was
jump
like
on a
8th or
train. It
9th
costs me
grade
like
for me.
$25.
Yeah, it was. I would have been in.
Was the last time I went.
Now, normally, what we do when we go downtown is we park at the free parking and we take the
I was
tram
fresh out. So.
in downtown. It takes like a half an hour, but it's like $8. Don't have to worry about parking. Mm-hmm.
So I got screwed one time. I was picking up a friend in Brooklyn and going to Sayreville,
Okay.
North Jersey, for a concert. So I drove down to Brooklyn, across Staten Island,
Okay.
to Jersey,
Mhm.
and then back through Staten Island, to New York, sit back to Brooklyn to
Yep.
drop her back off, and then back up through.
Mm-hmm.
Tolls for that trip were $81.
Yeah. So wait, how long ago was that, Bully?
Terrible.
Oh my god, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. 2009.
Okay, 2009. So the tolls on the Verrazano were probably $8 each way,
Yeah. The
right? Because the
going-
Verrazano is one of those great bridges where you pay a toll going into Brooklyn and one coming out of Brooklyn, right? Like they get you both ways.
Yeah, the one going on to Staten
And Jersey
Island
gets you-
was
hits you pretty good.
$21 both ways.
Yep.
Jersey
Yeah,
hits
the
you up
one-
pretty good too.
Yeah, I think it was going Staten Island into Jersey. It was $21, something like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
I don't think I've ever played a toll in
I
Michigan.
think the stream's crashing again.
I don't think we
Yeah.
have it.
No, I think it's back now.
You might not have those.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
good.
have-
I
we
don't
them
think
at the
there's any.
border,
There's
but-
some in there's some in Ohio. I don't think there's any in Michigan.
There's a
There's
ton in
none
Indiana.
now.
No, it's down.
Oh,
It's
Indiana.
down.
I'm trying
Indiana's terrible.
I know
did that.
Oklahoma
5
has
miles you're paying a toll.
lot.
So
Sound-
upstate New
Oklahoma
York
has so
now,
many.
you don't get toll booths.
Yeah, I was trying to load
anymore.
something, so I was trying to load something, so it dropped the stream out a little bit. But let's
Yeah.
get back into the world here, and whatnot. So you want to head to the head
The lore
Hey,
master.
guys.
Yep.
So yes, you walk up and knock on the door. He's paranoid as always.
Yep.
Okay, there I am.
Lore Master Atlevast. It's I, Kindroth.
Yes.
I was
Speak of you.
curious.
Speaking through the door.
It's I was curious. Have you had any luck sending a contingency to the castle at Cragmaw to rebuild the shrine?
Still working on it.
Okay.
Resources
I
are
wonder
kind
if-
of thin.
Yes. I wonder if I might ask if we could divert some of the clerics from Cragsmaw to possibly help protect the village of Phandalin. We have regained the mine and the forge of spells. And
The
I
lost
fear,
mine?
Yes, the lost mine. And I fear there may be powers that be that wish to see it corrupted or used for the wrong purposes.
Indeed. Well, the castle's not too far from Vandalin. That'd be a great home base for that. Yes, I will put that plan in motion soon as possible.
Thank you, Lore Master. I shall leave you with that.
Okay,
Ogma be with you,
I will be with you.
and I'll go rejoin the group.
He never opened the door, by the way.
No, I know.
How he is.
That's how he is, all right.
All right, you guys gather at the kind of the courtyard of the House of Knowledge area, and you see Imag, Nil, and Sophia as you and Neela come down.
Right.
You're all back together again.
I
Okay.
guess Sophia will be looking for a book of how to start a business.
Herbs
There's-
and where to find them.
There is
Yes.
plenty of herbs and business venture books for alchemy shops and things of that nature. So you're writing a list of the ingredients that are prime for potion making and things of that nature.
Recipes for
and-
more potent potions.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask and see if they have any books on like undead, or if anybody there knows like the best way to deal with undead?
There's
I'm sure
plenty
there's
of
books
books on
galore.
undead. Plenty of books on undead and how to deal with it. Silvered
Oh.
weapons. Prime number 1.
Okay.
They are not immune or they're not weakened by fire. Fire has no effect on it. No normal effect, no vulnerability. And of course, vampires. Sunlight is vulnerability. Running water is a vulnerability. If you harken back to our Friday session, what we define running water as.
Mm-hmm.
These flasks of holy water that I made. A
Mm.
vulnerability.
So you can just dump a bucket on their head.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just getting back to a certain screen. Alright.
Did Neil just say Frito-Lay backwards?
Frito-Lay backwards. Oh, man. So I'm gonna, just for a sense
Please
of
don't be
fast...
getting no ideas.
Alright, so we're still at the House of Knowledge, and up to you guys where you want to go a little bit. I'll let you take a little bit
Well,
from here.
I'm done. So as soon as anybody is done rummaging through Harem's books, I suppose I'll ask Nil how he made out with the at the Hall of Justice. With the
Well, it looks like we're gonna get the. But
Good.
it seems to be there's a lot of trouble and everything over in Thunder Tree, from what the Emerald Enclave is saying.
Thunder Tree, you say? What kind of trouble?
Excuse me. The blights are flaring up, and they had gotten some word from Readoff, but now there hasn't been any more words from him lately, so they're not sure if something happened to him or what. So they've sent, I guess, some people out that way to help fight the blights and trying to figure out what's causing all the issues.
And I'm going to pull the book out of my bag and show it to Nil again and say, this book that we found in Mormesk's room, Harem told me quite a bit about it. Apparently the cover is a map to the Sunless Citadel. It's located in a ravine near Thunder Tree where the Gulthias tree grows. And he said the Gulthias tree may be what's responsible for the corruption in Thunder Tree.
That could be it. I've heard of this tree.
He said the
Did
tree...
he say anything else about the tree?
Well, he says the tree has effects on the area depending on its caretaker. It could be beneficial or corrupt.
And we know how a lot of people in the Phandalin area are. Something we may want to look at sooner than later.
Yes, well, Thunder Tree is only a short ride to the east.
So it's set. We're heading to Thunder Tree.
Sounds like that's where we're needed, and seems like that area is, kind of the source to a number of issues right now.
Yes,
If we
everything
resolve
points in
one
that
big
direction.
one, I think it might help solve the other ones.
Here we go to save the day.
Sounds fine to me. Before we go, I would like to look at some books on anatomy and healing stuffs.
Healing stuffs.
Okay.
Possibly take one with me.
Oh,
that I
poor
may-
Harem.
Harem just
that I
like,
may study. I gave you the last one back. I promise. I can give you this one back too.
but if you die out there
But
in the world,
I'm not really gonna die.
He's gonna die if he doesn't have this health book and anatomy book, probably.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so technically, here we go. I'm really new to this healing type thing, and this is very important to the survival of pretty much everybody. At least in this party, but most likely also here.
and very reluctantly he goes, Fine, I'll write your name down. What's your name again? Your full name?
Imag on a die.
Oh, you're okay. I lend you the book. Keep it away from the halfling. She likes to draw in my books.
Oh my gosh. Good stereotype. Stereotype. I feel being stereotyped.
Do you feel a level of prejudice coming from him?
It's just a rumor I heard. Not sure where it started from. Alright, you guys wrapped up in House of Knowledge. You guys are gonna basically head back probably to Driftwood Tavern, I believe it was, or Iron Flag. I can't remember. I think it was Driftwood. Or was it Iron? It was Driftwood.
Well, Driftwood was where we went to sell the dragon.
Okay.
The dragon
Iron
head.
Flag.
Iron Flagon is on the way out of town, so we could. We didn't actually stay anywhere the last time we were in town, but we could go to the Flagon.
Okay. Go to the Flagon. Not a 5-star hotel, if you will. So let's look at the price in here.
Sorry, Bully will cover it.
The Flagon
Really?
is a 5-star hotel.
So it's not a 5-star hotel. So we'll give it a comfortable status. So it's 8 silver pieces per person.
8 silver pieces per person.
Mm-hmm.
Done. What's that? 5 gold with a tip. Includes
Thanks,
the tip.
Imag.
Yeah, conversion. I think that works out right. Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
Done.
So you guys be able to sleep for the night. I believe Kendrov was able to scribe all his scrolls by now. I think. If we haven't
Yes.
already. Okay. Yeah, you wake up in the morning and you're ready to head out into the wilderness. You're heading to Thunder Tree, and you go back to those ruins. You from the map you're drawing off the book called the Old Road, that is kind of a couple, let's say about a mile to northwest of Thunder Tree. No, scratch that. It's northeast. Sorry, northeast Thunder Tree. And you pick up that road. If you remember the map, I don't have the handout handy.
It's in the journal. It says mysterious map on book.
Does. Right. So all right. So you're following the new road, and you're leading to a town called Oakhurst. It's kind of an old rubbish downtown as you're coming in. It's been kind of unmanaged for quite a while. It's a small village, probably roughly around at least under 1,000 people, including the outlying farms. Mostly are human in this area, but some very minority group of halflings do scatter across the different farms and things of that nature. Coming in, you see different genders of people. It has a general things. There's a village hall. There's a general store, the shrine. Everything's kind of run down. It's like it's been untenanted by Neverwinter or any popular big city to invest into it, if you will. There is a shrine there with the symbol from the deity of Pelor, P-E-L-O-R. There's also a blacksmith and, of course, an inn. From a fast track point of view, we can head out there and basically follow the old road. You travel that for about another few more hours. You come into a ravine. The old road passes to the east of a narrow ravine. On the road's closest approach to the cliff, several broken pillars jut from the earth where the ravine widens. Two of the pillars stand straight, but must lean atop the slope earth. Others are broken, and several have apparently fallen into the dark depths as you look down. A few similar pillars are visible to the opposite side of the ravine, and a sturdy knotted rope tied one of the leaning pillars on this side of the ravine, heading down into the depths beyond your vision. Each left and right, the ravine probably runs. Yeah, probably about almost like close to a mile to past your line of sight. So it's a very deep ravine that stretches out both directions. I'll leave it back to you guys.
Well, do you guys want to cross it or somehow?
Well, what
Well,
we're
I mean,
looking
I'm
for
all
is
for-
in it.
For
Isn't it?
I believe.
we don't have a way across, really. We
I
can,
I believe our path leads into it, not across it.
Oh,
Oh, our path leads in. I thought we were going to Thunder Tree.
It was near Thunder Tree.
No, we passed Thunder Tree. Thunder Tree is back west of us. We took the old road.
Oh, I'm still looking.
Yeah, I apologize. I ran that pretty quick for reasons, but
Yeah.
it's not in Thunder Tree. It's near Thunder Tree. You had a map from the road. You know of the druid Randolph made his way this way.
oh, okay.
And it's
I
close
get that.
enough.
Is the
I was looking at Neverwinter, and I'm like, okay, we're at the chasm. Why are we
Nah,
at the
it's-
chasm?
No.
Yeah, fair.
All right.
But there was a
So we
handout
need-
for a map that I showed you, so that the map you were following.
Okay. I'm willing to go in. Should I go first?
Said
Hey
what's
Neil,
up,
do you think
mile
you
or
could
so down?
cater us down?
How deep
That's what I was
is
thinking.
how deep is the ravine, Avalar? If we were to look in it.
You can't tell. It goes deeper than your vision can go.
Okay.
It goes into the depths of darkness.
Okay.
Hey Neil,
Well.
can I have a ride?
Giant spider.
Okay. I'll take the rope. Sure. And you guys coming? Do we have any way to stop us from falling? Any-
Well, not
I did just wild shape into the giant spider, dude.
Right, but I mean, can't all fit on the giant spider.
No, I think you can fit one person can probably ride the spider down.
I was just wondering if we had like anybody with feather falling or any of that. But anyway, there's a spell.
There is.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Featherfall. I
My
don't
mind went
have
straight to Minecraft.
I don't have Featherfall, but hang on one second.
I mean, we don't need to use it if we don't need to use it, but just if we need to use it, it'd be nice to use it, if you know what I'm saying.
What are you trying to say? Want to use it?
Only if we need to use it.
You guys are discussing how to get down. Nil morphs into a spider. Sophia, I believe, jumps on his back. You do notice around the pillars has been host of many small campfires in recent, which you can gauge probably about months, going into an effort to hide the evidence of their camps. You also catch a little bit of graffiti on the pillars in the Dwarvish alphabet.
Can I
Okay.
read that?
Do you
Yeah.
read
So-
Dwarvish? I speak Dwarvish, so
So you recognize it's just best general warnings and threats for potential trespassers.
Like keep out type deal.
Keep out, danger, or no trespassing, will be shot on sight type thing.
So is the
I'll,
rope?
I'll relay that to the group.
Can you see me? If not, I can see you.
Can I investigate the rope to make sure it's sturdy?
Sure.
Seems sturdy enough. Do you want me to roll?
Yep.
I can roll. I can.
Is it?
No, you,
Is
no, you can't
is
roll.
the
I
rope
can,
already?
I can check, but it ain't gonna do me much good.
Is
Yeah,
the
right.
rope tied there, or did you tie your own rope to it?
Nope. So the
There's a
rope.
rope, not a rope.
Rope was there. It's tied
Okay.
to one of the pillars.
Gotcha. All right.
Imag's
not
expecting it. He yanked on it. It's enough. All he knows is enough to hold his weight by yanking on it. Hold the weight
Okay.
of that.
I swing myself over the edge. Let's do this.
All right. He flings himself over, but you could kind of shimmy down the cliff face a little bit, and it is holding your weight. I believe Nil and Sophia are going to head down from a spider climb. The Kendroff is up next on the rope. He happens to notice, though, that the rope is fairly new and good condition. Obviously, it's holding IMAG's weight. Couldn't be there more than 2 to 3 weeks ago. And tied there.
Down come my goggles. Down we go.
Okay.
Right,
Then
so
I
as you-
guess
yeah.
I'll look at King, and I'll look at Neela and I'll say, I suppose he has to come with us.
Well, I'm not gonna leave him up here. Just
And
when he. When,
and how
when
do you
something gets
how
to-
do you intend on letting him climb down the rope?
Well, I was thinking that when somebody was down at the bottom, I could pull the rope up, I could tie it around him, and we could lower him down.
We have no idea how deep this hole is, dear Neela.
What do you suggest I do with him then?
You can guard the horses.
The only thing that I'm able to do, and I'll cast Fly on King.
Yay!
Wow.
and King's starting to float. Don't know how to control it.
What have you done?
I'll tie a little rope to him and wrap it around my waist so that it balloon him down.
This is an awesome picture in my mind right now.
You could possibly try to ride him down.
Okay,
Perhaps he'd have more control that way.
I can try to ride him while he's
Flying
flying.
corgi.
Flying
Give me
isn't it a
doggy-
beautiful image?
Doggy paddling through the air.
Give me an annual handling check, please.
Okay.
As you get on the back of the dire corgi.
It
You are-
was a 13, and then it canted.
You are holding on to dear life on this around King's neck. You are kind of hanging off as he slips over the edge and starts going down, and you're hanging off his neck
Oh god.
as Kindrop was about to.
No,
throw
I'll
his
make
body
my way
over
down the
side.
rope.
So again, the rope and the edge of the ravine are weathered. There's handholds, there's footholds. It's a pretty easy climb going down. It's about a descent of 50 feet, and you land on a platform, if you will, or a ledge. Let me get to that map as slowly King is drifting down with Neela wrapped around his neck for her life. Oop. Gotta turn that off. Can you guys see, or do I need to get your tokens over? Probably
I can't
Oh,
see.
it's all
I
black.
see blackness.
Maybe
I
your
only see
tokens
the
over.
darkness.
Or you just turn off dynamic. I mean,
I did. I did. It's because you don't have tokens there, probably.
Oh.
Do as you're descending down and Neela's hanging on and King's whimpering. Nah, your tokens don't matter actually now. Ah, this dynamic lighting. I did turn it off. This is why I don't like dynamic lighting. All right, now you should see.
Yep.
Yay.
Foosh.
So you guys come down on a platform or a ledge. It's kind of mountainous, if it looks like, and it's a sandy ledge, and it overlooks a subterranean gulf of darkness to the west. The ledge is wide but rough. Sandy rocky debris, and the bones of small animals cover all around it. Rough-hewn stairwell zigzags down the side of the ledge, descending into the darkness.
Okay, well,
I guess
the
I'll
first
take
thing the first thing I'm gonna do is ask Neela if King's had enough, and I'll dismiss the spell.
Like, I think I've had enough.
As he dismisses the spell, and he comes back down on all fours, and takes a sigh of relief. Better Thanksgiving balloon of a dire corgi. As she slipped off the saddle.
Any more dwarvish runes?
Oh, give me a survival check as you're looking around.
Yeah, get these
I've
low
rolled-
numbers out now.
I've rolled swell the last couple of
Yeah.
rolls.
It's gonna. Is there anything to gain by investigating the area, or did you basically just tell us it was the campfire and some bones?
There's some bones on the ground here.
What? All right.
King's loving
Uh,
the snack.
I'll open it up
Nope,
to anybody.
can't.
I'll open it up to anybody who wants to investigate a little bit. Open
You
it
want
up.
investigation, or because you had him roll survival?
Right.
But
You're correct. It's survival.
survival. Wonderful.
Nice. No more.
Well, everybody does this. I pick
A-
up like a
a
bone off
tree.
the ground.
Kendra,
Kendra.
Tree.
Kendra doesn't even see the bones. Nilmerg.
Kendra picks up a small bone, going, "This is a funky looking twig."
This is a twig blight?
I guess I'll gather a couple of small bones.
Okay.
Catch some fireflies.
Squirrel. Oh. Nilmerg and Sophia are seeing tracks around the sandy debris around this ledge and in the midst of bones. They look like rat tracks. Huge rat tracks. The bones look like they've been gnawed by rat teeth.
There's some big creatures in here.
I'm gonna,
New York City rats.
Yeah.
gonna draw a Winterstark bite.
In the midst of the rubble is an old ring of stones that contain and is covered by ash of hundreds of fires. It looks like. But no fire has been here for at least a few years, but you can tell. Inside the ash pile of this makeshift campfire are a few rough-hewn spear tips of goblin manufacture and small bones.
Boy.
Are you guys
So-
ready to head down?
Relay the message that, hey, we got old campfires with goblin spears. We got tracks of giant rats. Of course, I'm relaying this telepathically since I'm still in giant spider form.
I stand on the edge of this sandy thing, and I pick up a bone. And in Thieves' Cant, I write, "Neela was here. Corgis rule."
In the sand on the top of the on the top of
Yeah.
the platform. Yes.
Yep.
Got it.
Got it.
After you, Sophia, you are the strong one.
Exactly. The strongest first. I'll line up, ready to go down.
I am taking second As I do.
Okay.
As normal.
I guess
Oh.
King is coming is partly my token.
Yeah.
King is in your control.
I
Yeah,
don't-
he doesn't have a token, so
Oh, I didn't bring the king in, didn't I?
yeah.
No,
It's
didn't.
all right.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just a
Fine.
stairwell. Get it figured out. Even though this is ominously like the stairwell in Catherine. No
Catherine.
reference. I'm ashamed that none of you get this.
Yeah, that went over my head.
What you talking about?
I rolled a 1 on that.
Same.
I didn't even roll.
All right, where are we going?
I think that'd be a history check.
You set.
And I failed it.
One sec, I gotta set these dynamic lighting up on this. Excuse me. Allergies. 'Tis the season, as they say.
You don't have to tell me. I know all too well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been killing me lately. Actually, today I'm kind of fighting off a migraine, which happens very often.
I got my second shot yesterday, so I'm fighting that off. That's great.
Ooh.
I got my
That's
first
fun.
one a couple of days ago.
I get my
Second one's
second one
worse.
next Friday. Next Friday's my second one.
It's
I'm
worse.
all shot up.
I keep hearing
Second
the
one
second one
sucks.
first.
Second one does suck. My whole, like, the first time I had, like, joint pain, and that's, like, all I had.
Yeah.
The second time, I had, like, severe joint pain. Like, I could feel, like, every vertebrae in my back.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
nice.
my whole back was seized up and both my thighs were seized up.
Yeah, that's
couldn't-
kind of how I felt.
Can't move it. I couldn't move at all for like 2 days.
I'm looking
Sucked.
forward to it so much.
It's worth it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. It's only been a day, so
I'm
it was just short period of time. Take the day off though. Highly recommend that.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
would
why
recommend
I
that.
got it
I
on
would-
Monday, because Tuesday's my day off.
There you go.
Every day.
Yeah, work's making an incentive for people to get it, so they're giving people time off, and most people actually coming back, bouncing back within a day or two.
Yeah.
So, that's good.
Yeah, I
Everybody
had a
should-
slight fever and that's about it. And then the
Everybody
joint
should.
pain.
Everybody should see, correct?
No.
I see blackness.
Bottom right corner, guys.
I mean,
Oh, there it is. Looky.
Oh.
People.
Hold on, need to zoom out.
Oh, there, all the way down there. I see it.
Zoom back in again.
Dom got a second one today. I hope. Hope the symptoms weren't too bad, or the side effects weren't too bad for you.
Well,
All
with
right.
a room with no doors, I guess we'll go.
So the zigzagging stairwell is about 5 foot wide, and it descends, zigzagging down. And as you keep going down, with your night vision goggles and all sorts, saw that a fortress starts to emerge from the darkness. It's a subterranean citadel. Impressive, though impressive, seems long forgotten. Its the lightless windows cracked. Scintillations and leaning towers are any indication. All is quiet. So a cold breeze blows up from below, bringing in the scent of dust and a faint trace of rot. As you descend down to basically so this narrow stairwell empties into a small courtyard. Currently on top of what once was a crenellation battlement. Buried citadel has sunken so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding floor. That floor stretches way away to the north and south, composed of layer of treacherous crumbling masonry and which reaches to unknown depths. To the west looms the surviving structure of what must be the sunless citadel. The tower stands right in front of you. West side of the courtyard. We do one thing, guys. into this position. And everybody give me a perception.
Did not roll. I don't know if that rolled or not. Did not roll. Oh,
No.
that was performance.
Well, I'm all about the twos tonight, baby. All about the twos.
I have a +5, so that's 9. I rolled performance on accident.
Shoo! Indrop doesn't even know where he's at right now. He's still coming down the steps.
Run
Neela
with the map.
catches a glimpse on the floor of a, all set in one of the masonry tiles, if you will, by 10 foot by 10 foot.
I'm gonna put my hands out, like everybody stop. This
What is it?
floor
What do you
looks-
see?
It looks suspicious. Don't you guys see? I was kind of like offset here.
If I squint really hard, do I see it?
Sophia sees it as well, so does Nilmerg. Indrop's probably in the back of the pack coming down, so he doesn't see much. The same thing with Imag, because he's still performing himself back there.
I don't.
Singing
Everybody
as
keep
he's going down the
Kindrop
stairs.
back.
He's peeking in Kindrel's back. But yeah, you also hear Neela tell you to stop.
No, I don't see it. Where do I need to step around, or?
You're in the back, you can't really tell, but as you kind of ask that question, Neela says there is a 2-foot wide catwalk on the western edge. So you can go around this way to the western edge. There's a 2-foot wide gap in this general vicinity.
All right.
Don't fall in that.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then I guess we'll follow that around.
Okay.
And when we get to the door, I guess once again I'll check for traps, I guess.
Okay. You come up to a wooden door on the tower. You don't see anything that indicates the door is trapped. But you do now notice on this side that the displacement of the trap of the mortar shell. Looking at like security camera while I was bargaining. Sorry. The displacement of the mortar. It's actually a trap door that is meant to spring open as soon as someone steps on it. So you see that, but you don't get any indication from the door on the tower.
Okay. And then I will step back and I'll be like, that looks good, Sophia.
All right. So I'll swing the door open. My cat's in a piano in hand.
Okay. So it opens up to a circular area in cobble and cracked granite, upon which sprawl the bodies of 4 goblins, apparently slain in combat. One corpse stands with its back up against the western wall. The spear that killed him is skewering him, skewering it and holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead from this area, including the one you're coming from. There's 2. Here. And here. Of course, the one you're coming in. The hollow tower of loose masonry reaches 30 feet into the air, but the intertwining floors and stairs are gone, except for a couple of crumbled ledges.
I will take a step into the room. And where's the goblin at? Like over here.
There's 4 bodies.
Yeah,
Can
the
you
one with
can
the
you
Yeah,
see?
the one that's upright.
Oh,
is
the one
right
leaning
here.
up against the wall.
Yep. That's it.
I'd like to make my way over to it and pull out the spear and take the spear.
Okay, spear's a little rusty. You're probably good for one shot before it breaks.
Hey,
Do you recognize
that's
the
poison
make
damage
of
on
the
that.
spear?
I'm sorry, what?
Do we recognize the make of the spear? Have we seen this construction before? Does that make sense?
Yep. Trying to see if it gives me anything special, and I don't think it does. It's been aged so much you can't tell.
So are these
Human-
bodies, are these skeletons, or what? Like how? So we can kind of guess on how long these things have been here.
They're saying bodies, so yeah.
Okay, then I'll inspect this one down here.
Okay. Soon as Sophia pulled the spear away, the body slumped down and it's revealing a runes in a language unfamiliar to you on that was that the body was covering. Does anybody have Draconic?
I do.
I do.
Okay, so you know it's the Draconic language. In the ruins, it reads as, in quotation, Ashardalion.
Does this name ring a bell to you, Kendra?
No. Can I make a history or arcana check?
Yeah. Do a
What would it-
history.
14?
Doesn't ring a bell to you.
Nope. Don't recognize it.
Recognize what?
The name inscribed on the wall in Draconic. At least I assume it's a name. A Shardalon.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Y- Yeah, she's not very good at history.
I got a +4 to history. I could roll.
Roll. Give it a whirl.
Okay. You got it, baby.
Make sure it's history, not performance.
Not performance.
Hey,
Nice!
Hey,
Crit.
nat
baby.
20.
Imag recognized that name probably through various bards and whatnot. It's a name of a red dragon. It was mentioned in
Oh, I
songs.
definitely know that name.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that name.
It's a dragon. Of course he knows.
He is known for unorthodox methods to extend his own life.
Life? Unorthodox methods to extend his life.
He is an
This guy's a
ancient dragon.
weirdo
And he's an ancient
that
dragon.
has lived forever.
All right.
That's all I
Great.
know.
I know that gets Imag excited. Another dragon. Use
Yeah.
And Sophia.
endless amounts of dragons now.
We can. Is there a town nearby we could drive him off from?
There was Oakhurst. Just back.
I mean, if we kill a dragon and nobody sees it,
Did it really die?
did it really die? Exactly. That's the problem.
So you're also investigating the bodies. There's 4. You could tell, which is kind of odd because they're still bodies, but they have been gnawed at for quite a while by rats. So they've been dead for a while. So nothing recent. It's probably from the stale air that they still have. They're not skeletons yet. The bodies have been looted. So someone's been here recently.
Good.
Well, since the bodies have been killed anyways.
I mean, one could guess that. Okay, so how do they look like they died? You said
through
one guy had a
combat.
spear.
Yeah, one guy had a spear. So
in him.
there was a combat, right? So there's swords,
Okay,
arrows,
so-
yeah, and spear.
Okay. All right. So they're slashed up and stuff like that. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to give me another perception roll, please.
Well, we do that. None of the bodies are of any other race. They're all goblins.
All goblins.
Hey,
Use a
Kendra, if you find the open
not
dries.
perform.
21.
8.
Imag's the blind one.
I'm zeroing in on the combat that happened here and the thought of a red dragon, Agent Red Dragon, in his thoughts.
Dragon.
Nilmer catches scrapes on the floor in this general vicinity. Actually, let me check that. Make sure I'm in the right.
I think you're pinging on the wrong layer.
I haven't pinged yet. I was gonna.
Oh.
Yeah, I was making sure I was in the right.
Well, whatever I
thing.
see, I'm pretty sure Kendra sees as well.
Right. Right in here. Scrapes on the floor, and almost like the masonry mortar between the two parts has a crack in it, but it's a straight crack, almost like it's man-made.
Guess I'm gonna go investigate that. Not a great investigation. A
What do you-
12 to
what do you-
investigate that crack.
What do you see, Nil?
Explain the scrapes and the crack. So I'm kind of investigating the crack.
But you hit a 12 and a 24. Nil's kind of searching around. Kendra picks up this. This looks like a swinging door. Okay, like it pivots. So you can tell the way the scrapes are on the floor. It's kind of like in a 180 circular pattern. So almost like it swivels, right?
Okay.
And by kind of feeling around, you can tell it moves to the left.
It appears to be a door that it swings out, right? It swings out to us.
Yeah, the right side will swing out, left side's push
Yep.
will push in. That's what it feels like.
Do I see a way to grab it, to pull it open?
Yeah, you can get your fingers in on the right side and pull it open.
Okay. This appears to be a door. Shall we open it and see where it goes?
I like secret doors. I'll come over by you. Intrigued by the
I'll
secret
show
door.
you. I'll show you where the door is, and you can open it.
Okay. Stand back, wizard.
Gladly.
Strongest lady in the whole land.
Now she has
I'm
an
going to-
ego boost.
I'm going to take this opportunity to cast mage armor on myself.
She sees you do that, and she's like, "I'm the one going first."
I know, my dear. I know.
I'll stand back.
All right, I'll open the door. Or yeah, I'll pull on it.
This is okay. Oops. So you're gonna pull on it.
Yes.
As you pull on the right side, the left does give. And you hear a click. As a needle comes spitting out from the, if you will, the door trim area where your arm was sitting at. On your left side and the right side. Give me a dexterity saving throw. Or check, sorry. Check.
Oof.
7.
The needle pierces your left arm. Deal 1 piercing damage. But because the needles are sticking out on both sides, of the left and right, as the door swung, you cannot pass through. But you can see inside, it's a pocket chamber, damp and cold. And then 3 skeletons start standing up and animating. But before we roll initiative, and it's 8:30, I think we're in a good stopping point. Let's go ahead and call it a session.
Dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
He has a giant needle sticking
Mostly
through.
successful session.
So the needles didn't come flying out like darts. They just stick out from the door jamb.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because at first I thought maybe a needle shot out,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
and
So
then
it's
after
just-
you said that they're just there, and it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I thought it was, like a trap thing where he did it, and all of a sudden it launched a needle through his arm.
And then how long are the needles?
So, all right, that's a good question. So let's give it about 1.5 feet. There's enough to block the jam. They're made out of wooden.
Okay, so we can't pass through the doorway at all, right? Because the needles are coming from both sides and they're actually blocked, almost like a cage now.
Correct.
Stuck?
You are impaled.
Okay, that's what I thought. So like I got like my arm stuck in this trap.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
That's great.
Damn.
Hurt.
The skeletons are in the room.
They're in that cage.
They're
that
inside
back
the
room.
little hidden room that we just opened the door to.
But the door's not open.
The door is open, and there are wooden spikes sticking across it so that we can't get into it. But Sophia's arm is impaled on one of the spikes.
For an
Alright.
impale, I'll take 1d. Or 1 point of damage.
Not bad for being impaled.
Yeah. It's just a flesh wound.
I've had worse.
You lie.
I'll do you for that.
You what?
What are you gonna do? Bleed on me?
Call it a draw.
Maybe a flesh wound. All right, guys. Well, that's what end the session. Thanks for coming out. We might actually have a little after session chat. We'll see. But I'm stable now on the stream, and I cut some things off to leave room for OBS Ninja. But we'll try to solve that going forward. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everything looks good. I hope everything sounds good. I got Nils' camera in the back working again. All right, so we're gonna raid. Looks like, and it's counting down.
Yep.
So
we can say goodnight to you guys. We'll go over and see Tom. He's painting. I don't know what he's painting tonight. A big zombie boy. It says Cursed City Ogre. So we'll go over and check out 2 Dorks, 1 Brush, and we'll catch you guys next time.
indeed. Thanks, guys.